Iranian medium-range surface-to-surface missiles. They're relatively inexpensive and they're abundant, and Russia is reportedly preparing to buy them for its arsenal. The Fateh-100 and Zolfaghar missiles could join Iran's kamikaze drones in accomplishing what appears to be Putin's plan, destroying Ukraine's energy and other vital infrastructure just in time for winter.
It looks like what Russia is really doing is building up its capability to attack fixed targets. These could be energy facilities, key infrastructure, and economic targets, rather than to attack dispersed military forces.
In other words, Iran's missiles would not be an answer to the U.S.-provided HIMARS system, which Ukraine is using to devastating effect against Russian military targets. Unlike Iran's missiles, HIMARS rockets can be precisely targeted and guided while in flight to hit even moving targets. What Iran's missiles do have going for them is their range. Russia's Iskander system has a range of more than 300 miles. Iran's Zolfaghar missiles exceed that with a reach of more than 400 miles. Its Fateh-100, nearly 200 miles. All of these far exceed the limits of the HIMARS tactical missile system the U.S. is supplying to Ukraine, which is around 50 miles. HIMARS is capable of hitting targets 3 times that distance, but the U.S. isn't providing that capability to Ukraine, which would allow it to hit Russian territory out of fear of provoking Putin. Meanwhile, Russia, from its own territory and from at sea, has been able to hit targets in every part of Ukraine.
Russia has a limited supply of its more advanced, more accurate, longer-range ballistic missiles.
Experts say Western sanctions are making it difficult for Russia to replenish its dwindling missile supplies, constraining their ability to strike the volume of targets they desire in the future. That's why they're turning to Iran's Fateh-100s and Zolfaghars.
Iran has a large inventory of both systems, has supplied them in large numbers to other areas like the Houthi and to the Hezbollah in Lebanon, and probably is going to be selling them at a fraction of the cost in significant numbers to Russia that would cost Russia to replace its own more advanced systems.
So again, the Fateh-100 has a range of more than 300 miles, and the Zolfaghar can travel to targets more than 400 miles away. That means much of Ukraine's critical electric infrastructure would be in range. With blackouts already in the capital, Kyiv, and other parts of the country, the fear is that Putin's strategy is to weaponize winter. Chance?
And Jason, the White House also said today Iranian troops are, quote, directly engaged on the ground in Crimea. They're helping Russia. What exactly does that mean?
Well, what that means, for one thing, Chance, is that for the first time, another country is taking on a direct operational role in this war, albeit what the spokesperson for the National Security Council describes as a limited one, deploying suicide drones. Now, we've known for some time that Ukraine's been integrating foreign fighters, mainly from Western countries, into its ranks. But that's been happening, certainly in the case of Americans and British fighters, against the explicit wishes of their home countries. For Ukraine's leadership, Iran's involvement in the war adds to its argument, the one they're urgently making, that Western allies need to give Ukraine advanced air defense systems. Chance.
Jason Bellini, Russia and Iran working hand in hand. A lot of people very concerned. Appreciate it.